We have breaking news. We have breaking news. Just in, today's daily news that the best final project is here. Presented by teammate Josh Baker.
And I'm Mitch Kaiser.
And I'm Nolan Nye.
Alright, so let's get started with this executive summary. So one thing that we figured out was that our important advantages are reputation, the meaningful work, and the culture match. The disadvantages, which are something that we really need to improve on, is atmosphere and social activities. A second thing that we found is that between students looking for full-time work and internships, is that atmosphere, advancement, and then culture match are equally important with both. A third thing that we found out is that between logistics and marketing managers, or between logistics and marketing majors, that salary and type of work is very important to both.
So let's take a look at the agenda for our presentation. First, we're going to give you a little introduction with some background information about what we're trying to do. Then we're going to take you into research methods so you can understand how we got the data that we have. Next, we're going to look at the choice portion of our presentation, then the customer experience, then max diff, and then we're going to wrap it up with a summary.
So with the introduction, we started out and we asked questions as far as salary and importance of work. We asked if you're looking for an internship or full-time and what things are there to be considered with the difference of those two choices. And we asked these students all these questions to find out basically with marketing and logistics students, what are they looking for when it comes to employment? Like what are key things that they want?
So like Mitch touched upon, our learning targets were what are most important for students looking for jobs and internships. How are we performing and how can we improve?
Okay, so just like this lovely group of people over here, this was this is an example of our sample. Our sample was marketing and logistics students that were undergrads at Central Michigan University. So that's right, it's our sample.
Our surveys were written by students, tested by students, and revised again.
Okay, so how we got our data is that the students took web-based surveys and the students got extra credit points for taking the surveys.
There are some research limitations, the main one being survey fatigue. It's not easy for students to sit down for 15 minutes or more taking a survey, and we understand that, but we are still very confident in our results.
Okay, so our research methods, we had three of them. First being conjoint or choice analysis, and then our second being CX, and our third being maximum difference. Well, let's get into the actual meat of our project. Alright, so let's get started with choice modeling, also known as conjoint analysis. The objectives for conjoint analysis would be, we have the marketing and logistics majors. We have to find the important attributes for each and the levels of importance for each attribute. So let's jump into it. Right now we have a pie chart showing what majors the students that were sampled are. As you can see, a lot of them are double majoring in marketing and logistics. We do have a couple percents purchasing or other majors, but the greater majority is marketing majors. Let's go with logistics conjoint analysis first. So the important attributes right off the bat, you can see that the starting salary is very important for logistics majors, where distance from home is just right in the middle, and then the work environment, it's important, but it's not as important. So like I said, the preferred salary. Everyone wants to start off with $60,000. Not a lot of people really want to go with that $40,000 as a starting salary, which makes sense. And then the preferred type of work for logistics major would be working with a 3PL or manufacturing. The retail and the wholesale side isn't that popular. The logistics preferred location to work is in the office. A plant is not really. And then road warrior, which would be someone who's just always on the go, doesn't really have like a home office, just always moving, traveling, isn't that popular. The preferred living location for these logistics majors would be suburbs or big cities. Not really popular with the rural area, which makes sense, especially when you see this next graph. This next graph is showing how far away they want to be. 1 hour is the most popular. 4 hours or requiring air travel is not popular. Right now we have logistics majors who had an internship. 65% or so had an internship. So what's this all mean? So logistics majors basically want $60,000 as their starting salary. It's important to them to be working close to home or around their families within an hour. It's important to them that they want to be like in the suburbs or a big city. It's very important to them that that most of them had the internship. So with the internship, it shows kind of what they wanted and what things they didn't want or weren't as important to, which would be like working environment and the type of job. Okay, so let's flip the switch and go to the marketing side. Let's see what the marketing majors want. Their importance attributes are a little bit different. Their big deal is the type of job. Starting salary is second important, but the most important is the type of job. And then right in the middle is distance from home, similar to logistics. And then the working environment is at the end, similar to logistics. So the preferred type of job for marketing would be marketing counseling or marketing research. And I think the marketing research has a big effect on you, Dr. Garber, or Coach Garber, I should say, for inspiring us to go in this route. Retail and sales, not as important. The preferred location is an office. The marketing majors, just like the logistics majors, really want the office first. Being a road warrior, to be a traveler, you have to be a unique person. And then the distance from family, again, is not as high, but it's most popular with 1 hour away. 4 hours and air travel just isn't working. The preferred living location, it's tied with suburbs and big cities, but it's the similar results to the logistics majors. And then preferred salary, once again, it's not as high, but it is favorable to have a $60,000 starting salary versus $40,000, which makes sense. Who wants less money when you can have more? Okay, that's similar again, but not as big numbers with the marketing internships. Only 53%, just over half, have had an internship. Alright, so then what's this mean for marketing majors? So marketing majors, it's the type of work that they do is most important versus how much money they're making. But they would want to make $60,000 versus $40,000. But it's very important to them that they want to live in the suburbs or a big city and they want to be close to their families.